Arthur Babysits by Mark Brown. Arthur's sister DW had a problem. The Twibble twins are visiting again, and they're driving me crazy, she said. They're everywhere I go. Oh, they can't be that.
Babysitting is such a big responsibility, said Arthur. I'm a little nervous. You'll do a fine job, said Mother. We'll be right here if you want to call us, said Father. Here's my crash helmet, said DW. You'll need it. Why, said Arthur. Are you coming along? You think I'm trouble? Said DW. Just wait. On the way, Arthur walked by the sugar bowl. Hey, Arthur, called Buster. Where are you going? I'm on my way to babysit for Mrs. Tibble, said Arthur. Not the terrible Tibble twins, gasped Pernilla. My sister babysat for them once, and once was enough. You can always back out, said Buster, while you're still alive. Don't worry, said Francine. It would just be like babysitting DW and baby Kate. Arthur remembered what it was like. Now he's really worried. Miss Tibble waited for Arthur. I'm so glad you're here, she said. And so are the twins. This is little Tommy in the red, and Timmy's in the blue. Almost bedtime, darlings. I'll be back soon. Very soon, I hope, said Arthur. Nighty-night, Grammy, said the twins sweetly. On! Screamed the twins. Playtime! Bang, bang, bang! No bedtime, said Arthur. We're not sleepy, said Timmy. The phone rang. It was DW. I called with some advice, she said. Calm them down with a quiet game, like cards. Thanks, said Arthur. Bye. How about some nice quiet game of cards, asked Arthur. Great, said the twins. We know a really good card game, said Tommy. 52 pickup, they screamed. Just then the phone rang again. It was DW. Sounds like they're out of control, she said. You need to show them who's boss. Thanks a lot, said Arthur. Let's play cowboys, said Tommy. I'll be the sheriff, said Arthur, because I'm the boss. And we'll be the bad guys, said Timmy. The next time the phone rang, Timmy answered it. Arthur can't come to the phone right now, he said. He's all tied up. Time for hide and go seek, called Timmy. You'll never find us. When Arthur finally got loose, he searched and searched. If I don't find them soon, he thought, I'll be in big trouble. Just then, the phone rang again. What's going on over there? Asked DW. Shouldn't they be in bed? I can't talk now, said Arthur. I'm looking for the twins. You mean you lost them? Shouted DW. Not exactly, he said. I just can't find them. You're going to be in really big trouble, said DW. What are you going to do? Just then, Arthur noticed the curtains wiggling. You'll see, he said. I sure hope I find them before the swamp thing does, he added loudly. Swamp thing? Added Tommy from behind the curtain. The one that comes out on nights just like tonight, Arthur said. Sit down and I'll tell you about it. Arthur used his spookiest voice. Once in a dark, spooky swamp, there lived a horrible, big, slimy, stinky green swamp thing, he began. You mean like a monster? Tommy asked meekly. Exactly, said Arthur, with a long, sharp teeth. And the swamp thing realized it was very, very hungry, said Arthur. It left the swamp in search of dinner. What did it like to eat? Timmy asked in a shaky voice. Boys, said Arthur, especially twin boys. Twins moved closer to Arthur. The swamp thing began to moan from hunger, continued Arthur, until it became to a big old house. Twins moved closer to Arthur. The swamp thing began to moan from hunger, continued Arthur, until it came to a big old house, just like this one. I hear footsteps, cried Timmy. It's only your imagination, said Arthur. Want to sit on my lap? Well, just for a minute, said Timmy. Slowly, whispered Arthur with his big, slimy green hand. The swamp thing opened the front door. I smell dinner, it said. It licked its lips. Help! Screamed the twins. It's coming in our front door, yelled Timmy. Then the door did open, and the lights went on. I'm home, said Miss Tibble, and look at my little angels. Arthur must be a wonderful babysitter. He's not scared of anything, said Timmy. And he tells great stories too, said Tommy. We want him to babysit again. The twins hugged Arthur goodnight, and Mrs. Tibble paid Arthur and thanked him for doing such a fine job. When they got home, DW was still up. You're home early, she said. Did you get fired? No, said Arthur. Babysitting isn't so bad. Mrs. Tibble thinks I'm pretty good at it. Now she wants me to babysit the twins every afternoon right here at her house. And
Since you know so much about babysitting, you can help.